Oh ja, Erika Scherer ska med. Beep, 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 beep. Er það þrýr að horfa á mig? Ég vona að þessu tala fyrir rétt. Ég vona að heyrist í mér líka. Ef ykkur getur sett í spjallið. Sorry, I should speak English. If somebody could put in the chat if they can hear me and hear the music, everything's working. That would be great. But why is it? No, don't play this. You were supposed to play copyright-free music. There's only 2 things on here. Ding, 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 ding. I hear you. Not the music, though. Wah, wah, wah. Let's see. No music. Edit. Kill this. Also share system audio. Yes, share system audio. Okay. What about now? A little bit too loud. Okay. We'll turn it down. Let me know how that is, and I can turn it down further, or up or down, or whatever. Hope this works. And then in, I don't know, 8 minutes, we'll start. Still too loud, maybe 40% of what it's now. How is this? I wish I could just know how loud it is. I would have to go through this back and forth. But thank you. I put it down even further. I don't know if this turns out to be not good, I'll just turn the music off. I just found some free assets. Still a bit too loud. Okay, that is if people are going to be talking about it. Maybe no music is better. I'll try one more thing. Turn it down, all the way down. Maybe like this. And if you still say it's not good, then we won't do it. I just wanted to try. Do please tell me if it's still fucked up, and then we'll fix it. New tab. This is how I get free assets, and then loop it. Could be. I'll turn this off. That's fine. And it'll just be every time you turn it on, it goes up again. Ah, that shit. That's fine. We'll just do this. Did it do, well, Mr. Cooper, it is gone, even though you liked it. It's now, it's done. Uh, I'm checking my messages. Everything seems to be in order. And I'm just gonna wait until it's 2:30, and then we can start, just to see if there's people in here. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never really streamed before. I've done it on Twitch like once, and it was also terrible. Um, I was fiddling with, it's called OBS. OBS. This thing, I guess, is like what streamers use, and I could not get this to work. It was fucked up. So I'm streaming from like a YouTube studio window uh, on my Chrome, like my Google Chrome thing. So I can't even like move the camera or anything. I have no idea. I can't turn it off. I don't know how anything works. So we'll get it working. But yeah, it says here that there's 16 people in here. They were like, I think last time it was like RSVP'd. Let's see, 59 are going. So they presumably all get like, you know, this is starting soon. I don't know if we'll get like 60 people. Maybe we'll just be like 20 of us. Maybe it'll be 100 people. Who knows? Uh, but I'm just gonna wait until maybe on the minute, and then we'll go through it, and we'll see how it goes. And then if this goes well, there's like a bunch of people. Like, I don't know how other people's setups are, but mine is probably fairly like simple. If you went to the event that we held on, what was it, Thursday, the kind of talks, Bjössi had talks on how he's like managing all these agents and doing all this crap. Like, I think mine is probably pretty basic compared to that. But then I'm hoping, if people like this, which I mean, I think they do. A lot of people have been contacting us saying like they're excited about this and whatnot. But some people have been contacting us and saying like, oh, like I can show like my setup. My setup's crazy. And I think, yeah, like I said, if there's interest and people really like this, we'll do more of these. Here, I'll put this back up. We'll do more of these, and then like some person showed like a screenshot from their setup, and I think they built their own agent orchestration thing. It seemed totally bananas, but I'm so curious, and I have so many questions, and it would be really cool to get them on. And then, like right now, it's just me, but then it will be maybe like me and this other person, and they'll show us the thing, and I'll ask questions and field the chat and whatnot. And I think that would be really cool. It's like this kind of take a peek into my house. It's like uh, what is it? It's like Innlit, Útlit. This thing. It's like, hey, come take a look and see how I live. And then you're like, oh, I should put up Venetian blinds in my house. I should, you know, set up a custom agent in my workflow. And I think that would be really cool. Kind of learning from each other. And I think for this, because this is so local on your workflow, this isn't like how I set up my GitHub, where you can like post a link to the repo or whatever, or read a. It's like the blog posts I feel like aren't as good as kind of showing it kind of in action. And I talked to some people at my work, and I'm like, is it okay if I just show some stuff that we're like working on, the actual code and our actual workflows? And I think they said yes, I should say. So I think I've curated a good list of things we can look at that are like, hey, look, we're using AI, we're using agents, and this is how we're doing it. It looks like it's time. I'm gonna take my sweater off because I'm super warm, but I'm gonna go off camera. 1 second. All right. I see 30 people in here. That seems fine. There was like 60 people that RSVP'd, but then I think shit comes up, and maybe people are late or whatever. But I think we should just start. Maybe I'll speed through this and I'll close this. Maybe I will just speed through this, and we'll just have a bunch of questions, and I can go further into things. Maybe this is going to take forever, but I think it's good to start. Oh, happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to AgentInnlit. It's a name I just kind of came up with. It's a reference to Innlit Útlit, which is a popular, I think it's called the interior kind of show. And it's an interior show. Christian Wallamat, yes, exactly. Wallamat hosted the show. And I took this inspiration from another event that's happening. I think it's later this month at a different corner of the internet. And there it's called, what is it called? Agent Cribs, like a reference to MTV Cribs. So this is a totally stolen idea from them, and we're gonna see what we get. I'm excited about this. So maybe a bit of context, who I am, what we're doing here, and all that. My name is Christian. I'm part of this group of people where we're kind of interested in doing cool things with the tech community and pushing that together. We've added this kind of Discord server where we're meeting and organizing. We had a meetup last week where there were 3 talks, and we're going to try to do more of these kind of events. The talks, I don't know if you've ever tried to organize like a thing like this, but it takes a lot of time. And we like did a bunch of stuff with making sure that the talks are high quality. And then I think they were. I think we ended up having something really good from it. This one is a lot more scuffed thing. It's just me. I live in Selfoss. I'm in my home office. I'm just gonna screen share and show how I use AI and LLMs, and maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll be like, "Oh, this is like total noob stuff. This is like I was doing this, months ago." But we're going to do it, and then I think there are going to be other people that are going to show their setups, and we're all going to learn from each other. It's a lot of learning from doing and seeing and all that. So we should get into it. I'm going to mention, until recently, like a couple weeks ago, I've been using ChatGPT and Codex, but after talking to Björse and some other people and just how the industry is going, I've kind of switched over to Claude. And so that's what I'm going to be showing today. I'm not going to show anything from ChatGPT because that's old news, and we're all about the bleeding edge here. So first off, I'm going to show something which is called GitHub Copilot. Is this the one? Yes. So I work at a place called ChatGPT is dead. Yes, exactly. No, maybe not yet. But I work at a place called Workbrew. It's not super important, but we have like this kind of, can I show this? Supercharge Homebrew to increase developer productivity, reduce IT workload, and improve your security posture. It's like a thing on top of Homebrew, which is a very popular package manager for macOS. That's not important, but we use AI a ton in our work. We use GitHub Copilot a little bit. There's like 29 merged PRs into this console repo. And I thought we could take a look at a few of them. I find Copilot to be kind of good for these kind of bugs and like little things that if you know kind of what the end state is really well, you're like, oh, this should say this, or this should look in this like slightly different way. And so we used Copilot. It's merged 29 pull requests. And we can look at a few of them. Often it starts like this, where like I'm or somebody else is doing something, and Copilot reviews all our pull requests, and often, and especially in recent weeks, it will find stuff. It found this performance concern with how I was initializing this, essentially like an array of time zones. And it has this like button, you just hit this and it like autofills like, hey, open up a new pull request to kind of fix this issue. And it happily goes off and does that. And that pull request is this. It's merging into my original pull request. So if you're used to this kind of GitHub issues, GitHub pull requests workflow, I really like GitHub and I use it a ton, and I really like opening issues and doing pull requests. This will be very familiar to you. It will do that, and it will like ask you for the review, and then you can merge it back into your pull request. It does all this stuff, and it runs. We have a very strict kind of like our line test coverage has to be 100%, and then it's slightly lower for branch coverage. But we have a bunch of type checking in Ruby. Not a lot of people do. We have a lot of like style stuff. So it will run into these things. Discord link. Somebody's asking for the Discord. Invite to server. I should have all this ready, but like I said, I am not with it. The Discord link is in chat. So yeah, it will go off and do this. It's complaining about some stuff, but it will like, a good thing about this is like, it says that I'm a co-creator of all this stuff, even though I didn't write the code. So I get credit for it, which is nice. But then it does stuff that's wrong. It always like includes some unintentional like package lock stuff. And I just go like, hey, don't do that, and pushes further commits. Then it totally ignores this thing that I said earlier of like script style, and it's like, oh, it's fine, and it's still failing. And I'm like, all right, it's still failing. Now it's the tests. You got to get up to like 100% coverage. It's very lazy. I don't know if you find this yourselves for your LLMs, but it just pushes stuff out. And so I got to finagle it, and then finally I step in and I'm like, all right, just do this thing, and then it will be done, and it merged. And that's kind of how we use it. It's like, it's not a lot of code, but I'm like, cool, I can do this and write the tests, and we're done. And this happens a lot where it's like, oh, this makes sense, do the thing, and we'll go off. I'm trying to remember. I think this is a similar one. Yeah. This one was interesting because this comes from a Sentry error, as you can see here. And Sentry has their own thing called like sear, which does exactly the same thing. It like finds a issue, and then it kind of just makes the pull request to fix the issue based on the LLM. But I just use Copilot. Sentry opens up issues in our issue tracker, and I just assign those to Copilot, and it's very good at that because those are actual issues that are like very well described. So it just adds like, all right, just handle these things as well is essentially the thing here. Like, this doesn't take a long time, but I can just shoot this off and then go work on something else, and then I'll come back, and a pull request like this, like if I work on it, it's like for focused for, I don't know, 10 minutes, or I can like ping pong like every 30 minutes and check on it for like 30 seconds, be like, nope, that's wrong. Nope, that's wrong. And then it's like, all right, this is cool, merge it, and then it's done. So that's one thing. Another way is I have LLMs in my editor. I use Zed, which is a really good editor, I think. I used to use Vim for a long time, but then Sed is really good. It has a good like a Vim extension or like mode, I think, built in. Oops. And it looks like this. It has this kind of like chat window right here, and you can connect this up to, how do I do it? Default. You can connect this up to a bunch of different agents. I don't know half of these. Tencent's Code Buddy code, you know, a bunch of these. And so this was really good for me when I switched over from ChatGPT Codex into Claude. I guess I can't move my camera so you can actually see. I'll do this. Because I didn't have to change my kind of workflow. It's still the same thing. It's just using a different model, and then it kind of, you can give it a little bit of a different thing based on the model. I was wondering if I could see. I was gonna pull up like an old issue or like a thread that I had today, but it used to show me those ones, but I can't see it now. But we could do something here, and I can show you how it works. Maybe, I don't know, brew commands HTML. No, brew commands form. Resume. Yeah, it's all right. I'll do brew commands form. Add a warning banner to, and then and it gives me the file that I've opened to let people know that homebrew is awesome. And you can click this and you can see like where it goes off. And so it goes off and grabs a bunch of stuff and tries to kind of get a lay of the land. Tool error. This is like also kind of breaking on a day by day. Sometimes it just doesn't work. I guess it's already done it. Okay, yeah. Homebrew is awesome. Remove user responsibility. So it's like it knows about our component library. This is like a component that we wrote. It's like read how other things do it and just added it here. I don't know. It was very easy. But I like this. I like having it in my editor, like my work. I still kind of feel like a programmer, even though there's a lot of LLM usage, a lot of AI usage. I still get to cling on to my editor and my sense of like identity. I can still have this thing and see, all right, it then did this change. So I really like that, and having the same UI, whether I switch models or my company is like, oh, we're gonna not use Claude Code anymore. You're gonna have to use ChatGPT because we're only gonna pay for that. I can switch the model and I don't have to think about it. I'm still in my same old editor, and Sed's awesome. You should check it out if you like kind of really fast, good editors that are kind of like Vim. Of course, you don't have to have the Vim thing like I do, but that's a non-negotiable for me. Next thing is Claude Code. It's really hard to tell the future, but Claude Code right now seems to be dominating. And of course, there's Claude Code, Claude Chat, which is the original, and then Claude Cowork. And I figured this would be the good meat and potatoes of how I use it. I wonder if I can, yes. So a lot of people use Claude on the terminal. I think Björse was talking about that in his talk. And whenever I asked him to show me stuff, he was like, "Here, I go Claude," and it loads finally. And this is how a lot of people use it from the terminal. I have been using it from the desktop app like a non-cool programmer, like an idiot with a window. But I really like it. You know, I use Vim and I use, or like, don't use Vim anymore, but I do like the terminal stuff, but there's something about this thing that it feels somehow better. I can't explain it better. I think it's like the work tree stuff just happens automatically. If you don't know work trees, it essentially kind of clones off a folder on your local machine so you can work on multiple things at the same time. Like if you just have your project in this one folder, only one kind of AI or LLM can work on it at any given time. But with work trees, you kind of branch off and you just like go off and do this thing. And you know, we can do that here with the console. I say, yeah, go ahead and do this. And I say, add a banner on top of, no, here I do have it. Brew, what was it again? Commands index. Yeah, I'll have to remember the file name. Commands index HTML. Warning people that homebrew is awesome. And we'll send that off. This is a little bit of a, okay. Yes, okay. This has been happening to me all week, and I don't know what's happening. As far as I know, nobody else is having this. Nobody of my work, my coworkers, and nobody on the Discord has been saying that they have this. I posted about it the other day, and people are like, nobody was like, "Oh yeah, that sucks." Happening, yeah, it works on everybody else's computer. So I don't know what to do. I hit refresh, and then it crashes again. So let me see if I can do this. I go here. Let's go to chat really quick. Frick. All right, I'll restart that. That's fine. This is the shit. What is going on? Here you go. This is why I've been using it more on the terminal, and I've been forced to kind of learn it as I do it here. Right now, I'm not in a work tree. I'm just like in the directory. And let me see. I kind of was just learning this today. If I can actually do this. So git work tree, and then I have a really weird folder here. And I say I have to give it a name, and it's like YouTube demo main, because it's the main branch. Right, of course, I have to give it a different branch. YouTube demo. Cool. And then I have to go in there. This is like, on the desktop app, it's like, click this check mark and it's, you know, it works. But whatever, we're in here. And allow. Hope everybody can see this. Cool. So now we're on a work tree, and I can say Claude, and I can give it a thing. Yes, I trust. Make a banner on brew commands index page that says that homebrew is awesome. And then this is the thing where like you can do things in multiple windows, which is really cool, or like in parallel, is to do the git work tree. YouTube demo 2. And then I have to go in there. So this is why I prefer the desktop app. Console, YouTube demo 2. Here and allow Claude. And of course, it's like done it already. But then you can do like more complicated things that need like planning to be like implement a simple, what is it called? Like socket server from the console that can provide real-time communication from the console to the agent. Make sure it's encrypted. And that goes off and does this. So now this is more of how I work every day. It's like I'm switching between different windows and I'm like checking in on things. Uh, yeah. Um, so it's doing stuff. This part is like maybe not the most important things. It's like it's running things. It gets errors. It fixes those errors and it kind of loops through and does the thing. Uh, yes, I've enabled plan mode. Are you going to do it? Now it does it maybe. And this is done. So that's kind of like a real life thing of my work. It goes into this a lot, and I switch through, and then I'm like my head spinning because I'm working on multiple different things, like fixing a bug here while I'm doing like a big feature on the other bit, and this happily churns on through and does stuff. Maybe if you use Claude Code already, this is how you would work yourself. Maybe you don't use work trees. Like I find it somewhat confusing sometimes because I have some sort of ADHD or something to be working on multiple things at the same time. But it's also kind of fun. Maybe I won't do it always, but the work trees and stuff has been working out for me. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna see if I'll put this up there. See if I can launch Claude again without it crashing, because I wanted to also, come on. Okay, I won't show you anything from Claude Code. It's the same thing as the guy has a hat here. I guess that's a little bit different. It's the same thing. It has some things of like it will create work trees automatically for you. It has some niceties, whereas like the UI is a bit better and it has these sessions and all that, but essentially the same thing. So if you know Claude Code, uh, you can use it on the terminal or desktop app. I just can't use it on the desktop app for whatever reason. It keeps on crashing for me. I was gonna show you. I mean, if you're not familiar, there's also Claude Chat. This is a very normal kind of Chat GPT. I wanted to go a little bit into this because uh, you know, our work as software engineers, I think there's obvious benefits here. Um, I have let Claude into a lot of different parts of my life, and some places it works out, and some places not. And I kind of want to showcase that a little bit more. Um, I have a couple projects here. One is the project that I'm working on right now, which is the request and approvals workflows for policies and analysts. You know, I have this thing where I have it help me with. I guess it doesn't have any memory yet. This crashed for me as well, and it deleted all my files. It didn't do it. I deleted all my files because I was trying to fix it. So it doesn't. It's not as filled as I wanted it to be, but that happened yesterday. But I'd written this thing where like I'm working on this thing in a cycle, which is like a sprint, I guess. And then I've like completely described what the issue that I'm working is on, and then oh yeah, here it is. It has like the status tracker. This is one of the things that I have a lot of trouble with in my life, is like these like to-do apps and how to like keep um, control of all the different things that I'm doing at work. And so this helps me with that a lot. I haven't done my status update for today, but I did one this morning because we have a Geekbot that asks us stand up. We all work remotely, and so Geekbot in Slack asks me, and I just tell this chat what I'm working on and what I've got done and stuff, and then I just ask it to write it for me. I find it to be a lot easier, and then it's it's keeping me in check. I often forget various little things and issues, but it's so easy just to be able to either copy something from Slack or GitHub or somewhere and be like, I got to do this at some point, and just throw it in there, and it kind of keeps track of it in here. Side tasks. So I've done stuff that's like not related to my sprint, and I gotta like keep track of that. But this is also kind of useful in your personal life. I am signed up for, if I can open up this thing, Laugar Trail in 2026. It's a ultra marathon. This is not the ultra marathon. It's an ultra marathon. It's 55 kilometers, and I've been having a lot of. Oh yeah, people are saying, "Oh yeah, time has gotten away from me." Uh, you know what? I'm doing a marathon, and this is helping me. I have a bunch of stuff in here with what Laugar is, my kind of calf rehab. I have problems with my calf, who I am, and this is helping me figure it out with my sleep and VO2 max and stuff. If you're interested in running, it's doing that. Thank you, Leonard, for letting me know. I completely lost track of time. There's so much cool stuff to show. And I think that's it on Claude. I will say I have this connected up to my Garmin, which is tracks all my sleep and all my kind of running and stuff. And so I just ask it to go. I can't go into this because of time, but I have like MCP servers running that pull from like Strava and Garmin and stuff to kind of figure out how I slept last night and what I should be doing and eating and stuff like that. So that's been really helpful, I think. And I will do one last one before I'll do questions, which is it's this app called Granola. Like I said, I work remotely and I do a lot of meetings over Zoom. And I have this thing. It listens to all my meetings and does a live transcribe of everything I'm talking about. If I have another person in here, now of course I'm just talking to stream. But if I have another person, they will show up as other bits, and then I can write notes and then ask the transcription of like what we talked about. So if I stop this and generate the notes, it will analyze a transcript and figure everything out. This is really useful when you're like, what the fuck were we talking about in this meeting? You can do this and then be like, do a to-do or a follow-up email or whatever. But I am gonna open it up for questions. I am in Discord and YouTube chat. So if you have questions, maybe I'll show this back when this. Usually it's a lot quicker, but I think it's because I'm on like YouTube and not Zoom. It's so. Does this work on online meetings like Meet or Teams? Yes, it just listens to your microphone and it listens to your system machine, like everything that like outputs from it. I wonder if there's a meeting here I can show. I don't want to be like, break anybody's trust or whatever. Granola, it used to be free, but I think they're monetizing it now. I think it's like granola.ai. It didn't seem that expensive. But I think this is like the sleeper hit for me. It's like people yap and yap and yap in meetings, and then it's like I have no idea what they actually said. So you can get the basic one for free. I think it's pretty good. I've been using the free one, but I think I'm gonna need to upgrade to this one. It's because then I just have all unlimited meeting notes. Does this work? I can't show it to you. I have. Yeah, I mean, I can. I can maybe show you a little bit. Hlynur, question from the Garnwerk mob watching your group. Is your team at work using common skills and/or agents? Yes, it's like very yes, Garnwerk. It's very early days. Maybe actually I can just work through console. It's very early days. We're very worried about adding too much stuff. There's like something about context that about adding too much stuff, it just gets confused. We have 3 agents right now. There's a PR reviewer, security reviewer, and something for feature flag cleanups. We use a lot of feature flags, and they end up like all over the code base. And so we do stuff like this. It's fairly simple. We have skills. I think some of these, like I used to think you have to like invoke these yourself and be like /create controller. but as far as I understand, Claude Code will like invoke these when it thinks it needs to. I think like create controller if you're in like MVC programming, like Ruby on Rails, which is what we do. This is, I think it's actually better to look at as like Markdown. Maybe I'll make this a bit bigger. It does. It's like almost like a go away. It's almost like a template, and then it kind of follows our best practices on how to do that controller and like how to write the spec and all that. And like there's also make sure to verify that this is actually correct, and a bunch of rules on that. This has been useful. I think it's like so opaque that sometimes you don't know if this is working or not. So I'm not gonna try to pronounce your nickname. Actually, I am gonna try. Apostec321 says you can select which skills are runnable by model and which aren't. I think by default model can run any skill unless you specify it can't. Yes, right. So it's kind of like giving it skills that it can use if it wants to. So we're like, I guess the Claude one. Yeah, so these are just symlink into the existing ones because we want to make sure that like you could do, you can use whatever you want. I've added this, the kind of, these are hooks that Claude can use because, like I said earlier, Claude would do this thing where it would be like, cool, this is done, and then like just make a commit, and then it fails in CI. And I'm like, no, you have to run the linter. Like, otherwise, like what the hell are you doing? Like you have to, which one is this one? This is like the type generator. Like you have to do that, like otherwise this isn't going to be correct. So we're adding these, but slowly. I think like there's obvious hype going on right now. I think a lot of people are interested, and there's like hype and interest. But I think moving in this direction, I think is correct because I think AI and LLMs and all this stuff is here to stay. But I think moving kind of with intention and somewhat slower maybe than the rest is good. Like when everything's changing week by week, I think it's okay to be like a few weeks behind because you could just kind of, I don't know, eventually you're just like adding a bunch of markdown files and they're like conflicting with each other and stuff. So we're this is all to say like we're in like the beginning stages of adding stuff here. I am 2 minutes over, but I'm gonna be here. I'll be here like until like 5-10 minutes over if there's questions. But I just wanted to say if you have to leave, then thank you for staying with us. We're gonna do more of these. I think there's like I think we have a list of people that really want to come and showcase, and I hope that they do. I hope that we eventually end up with that. I think it would be really cool. There's all these interesting setups and stuff. I think mine is probably very basic. Like I said, I want to kind of be conservative and then kind of move it slowly forward. And hopefully we can see some crazy ones in the future. But I'll do a few more, maybe until 10 minutes past, if there's enough questions and talks. Halle says, I think skills are mostly lazy loaded in Claude, so they don't hurt context too much unless they're actually being used. Yes, I think that's true. You invoke skills by using slash or dollar in codex, right? That makes sense. And Daniel is saying, do you use any plugins in Claude Code such as superpowers, context 7, etc.? No, I don't know what that is. Let me look. Plugins in Claude Code. I have a bunch of plugins. I don't know if they work. Let me show you. So I have the Claude Code setup. I forget how I installed these. This is like, I'm not kidding. This is I'm hoping we get more people to show me or show us what they're doing, so we can learn more from this. I went onto here and I clicked stuff that like made sense. And so like I used to have GitHub. I think, yes, I need to fix this. This was really good because I could post in like GitHub issues and pull requests and be like, hey, look at this and do a thing. And then I guess Slack is here. I don't know if this works. I hope not. I hope it's not reading Slack. And then code review. You know what? I think the answer to your question is no. I'm not using this as far as I know. I need to look better over this. Yeah, this is all, like I said, it's changing from day to day. So this is some of this stuff is like really new to me as well. But I do use a lot of this stuff every day, and I'm learning more every day. And yeah, I hope this was useful. I'm gonna say we cut it here, and this will be a nice, maybe nice 30-minute video. And thank you for joining us. We will try to have it probably not next week, but maybe in 2 weeks' time. We can do another Friday one, and I can introduce somebody, and they'll show us around their setup, and I think that'll be great. But until then, thank you for tuning in once again. Come join the Discord. I'll try to put the link back in here before we get out of here. Invite to server. Yes, this will land in AI. Boom. Come join us, and you can come and message us, and you can be the next person if you have a crazy setup or if you just have a normal setup. And thank you so much, and goodbye.